First boss. No, second boss, sorry. Igira the Cruel. See what comes up first. Twisting Blade, frontal. I would like to add that every time she does a melee swing, she hits the closest target to the target that is currently tanking. So it's very important, melee's ranges, is that you do not ever walk close to the tanks on this fight. Because if you do, there is a chance that you will be the second closest target and you will just die from the melee swing. So make sure you're away from the tanks. Okay, there's this mechanic as well. Now, this is the spear mechanic, and so what this one does, they are currently stacking it up. You can also, it's obviously going to do damage shared. There you can see the pop a berry on them. And now what's going to happen is that they're going to put the spears on top of them, which is going to make them easier to cleave, right? And you are tethered to the spear, so you're always going to be dragged in. Let me just see what they did exactly. He's going to the edge of it. You're going to take damage from this by standing in it. But important here is that you kill these spears immediately. All DPS players. While these spears are up, the boss is going to increase her energy regen a lot quicker. So... And there's a special mechanic that happens when she reaches 100 energy. That's why you want to kill these spears as soon as possible to delay her gaining some special powers later in the fight. So focus on these spears. Maybe you can stack them up with a big personal cooldowns, whatever, like this, and kill them off quickly. Maybe it's going to do too much damage on Mythic. I mean, we'll see. But anyway, this is the spear mechanic. Either you can stack them up like this with strong cooldowns, or you can slightly spread them around and kill them. Regardless, whatever strat people are going to end up doing, it's important to kill these spears off immediately so the boss regains her energy at a slower pace. You can see here the energy here is going up really fast while these spears are up. And then when the spears are dead, you'll see in a second that the regen will slow down afterwards. Now, when she reaches 100 energy, she will go into her intermission phase. And in this phase, there is 3 different, it's called torments. But let's just call it weapons to make it like, there's 3 different weapons in each side of the room. There's one here that you cannot see on the screen in the middle. One on the left, one on the right. Now, the room gets filled up with torment on each side of the weapons. Now, if you stand in this torment, it's going to decrease in size until it goes away completely. And you want to completely remove the torment on the weapon that you want the boss to take. On Mythic, she gets 2 weapons, so 2 abilities. On Heroic, you can see here she will only get 1. Alright, okay? So, you need to cleanse the weapon that you want Igira to take. Now, on the left side, okay, let's just see which one they end up picking, and I can explain that ability. Maybe there's nothing that stops you from taking the same ability over and over again currently. I'd imagine that maybe they're going to add some kind of mechanic that makes you not able to take the same weapon again or something like that, because it's kind of like feels a little bit bad. Okay, this mechanic is just easy to deal with. Let's just take that over and over again, right? So let's see them play the mechanic out. So it looks like they're going to go for blue here. So standing in this circle, you can see it's going to diminish. And also when you do it, you get a debuff that makes you take increased damage from the torment. So they're just doing they're walking together in a circle, clockwise, and now it's cleansed. Because there's a lot of you can see these fucking swirlies. They spawn on people, but it makes it really annoying to soak. But they're doing a pretty cool strategy, walking clockwise, right? Now, if you end up not cleaning any of the weapons, you're gonna wipe. She's gonna do an ability that kills the raid. So it's an instant wipe mechanic. So it's important you do one. Now he's gonna take the weapon. And what this ability is that it's a AoE. It's a soak mechanic that does spread damage between everyone who soaks it. Okay, this is Twisting Blade again, just dodge. Does damage and knocks you back. Those swirlies, by the way, that you saw them run together with, also does damage, obviously, and also knocks you back. Now, this is the soak mechanic, and it's split damage. Now, if you stand in this, you will get stunned for 10 seconds. If you don't stand in it, you will get a long duration debuff. So you have to choose between getting stunned or taking a bleed debuff. Now, it is a magic stun that can be mass dispelled and single dispelled by healers. So, you don't have to sit the full stun. It can be cleansed. You can see the bleed on the people that didn't soak. Wait, what did he just do? Did he just invis it off? No, he doesn't invis. Did he dwarf? Oh yeah, it was stone form, guys. It was stone form. He just dwarfed it. Which you can also do. But you can see all of these people, they have the bleed. Now, Igira does his mechanic, or her mechanic, twice. And if you don't soak twice in a row, you will actually get this bleed will stack up to 2. So you can see here, so if you don't soak 2 times, it will do twice as much damage and refresh the duration. You can see everyone with the bleed soaked now as well. Otherwise, you would get 2 stacks. You can see at the priest down here on the raid frame, he has 2 stacks, right? But so Atrocity will take a lot of damage. So that's one of the abilities. You have this ability here, which is the middle weapon. Maybe they won't play all 3 weapons. But let's see. Now it goes back to phase 1. Same thing there. You will get the spears, like you saw in phase 1. Here. And now you can see they didn't stack them up that well. You want to kill these fast. And you can see if you try to run out of it, you will get soaked back in. So forces you to be inside the fire. You can see he gets gripped back in. So, but look at him. He's standing on the edge here. So that's possible right now. Sinafiel, thank you for the 1 year, bro. Okay, now they're doing the middle one. This is going to be the leap ability. So they're walking together and then they're walking clockwise. Keep in mind that because you soaked this already, you get a debuff that makes you take 100% increased damage from this torment permanently. The whole fight. Okay, so let's go. We continue. Let's see the mechanic that she has when you take this weapon. She does a leap. The second time she leaps 2 times, you can see here. First on this guy, bam, you dodge that. And then jumps again, and dodge again. And it has some fire puddles that spawns out. That's the mechanic she gains here. I think are they killing? Yeah, they're killing her. Okay. And then let's see if they do the healing one on another pole. I would like to see. Okay, so let's see the healing one here. The healing one is a healing debuff. So this is for the healers. It's an ability called the Heart Stopper. You can see here, In a second, she will apply a healing absorb to different players. You can see here on the raid frame. Boom. Looks like you can see how many people have the healing debuff right now. Is this tooltip. Now, if you don't cleanse this healing absorb and it expires naturally, it's gonna do raid-wide damage. So it's important that you heal this. Now, they're just stacking up. You can see here when it happens. And because when you get this belt, you throw like some orbs spawn out of you that you want to dodge. Now, what they're doing is they're stacking up, because if you're stacked, it doesn't actually hit people, as you can see right here. So they're just stacking up and just healing it, and then they don't have to dodge the orbs. I'd imagine that they're gonna fix that though, because if you can just stack on it and just out heal it like this and not have to deal with the dodge mechanic, it seems very uninteresting, right? To be honest. Look here, they're just stacking and just out healing it, and they don't have to dodge. So like, what the fuck's the point of the mechanic? So those are the 3 different things that you can choose between. So that is Igira, boss number 2.